want their grandma to take care of them.
I guess so.
Good grandma. Like,
Grandma. Yeah, no. That's all right. I also, there was something else I wanted to ask you too.
What?
And I don't forgot what it is. Just that quick.
What services do I provide?
Yeah.
Was that it?
Mm-hmm. Hey y'all. Hey, what's going on with you? Let's say zero.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey y'all. So I am Emily with Straight Talk with Sissy. And tonight I wanted y'all to meet my daughter. This is my daughter. This is my 20-year-old queen. Talia. Oh. Okay, can you please state your name and your business?
Hi, my name is Dalia, and I'm a child care provider.
You just a child care provider?
Well, I own my own business, a child care business called Dalia's Touch LLC. If you look that up and put the .com at the end, you also find my website. But I also develop children's behaviors so that they can flourish when they get older.
Okay. So let me ask you this. How long have you been doing it?
A relative 8 years, because I'm only 20, it's not very long. But my passion started, when I was very little, a baby. Apparently there's a story of me when I was 4, changing a diaper, and I'm the youngest. So, I don't know where I got that from, but I did it well.
Babies and animals have always been drawn to her. So, why do you enjoy caring for children?
I love babies. Like, they're just so cute, and getting to mold the minds of tomorrow is something that I really embrace when it comes to childcare and caring for a child individually. It's our generation is the one trying to break curses and do all these things. I think eventually it's going to simple up just a little bit more, but with that I want to be able to help the next generation carry on the good things that we have building right now, and flourish with them and build wealth.
Yay. Okay. What age do you prefer?
I prefer infant to about 2, more so 1.5, because like I said, I develop children's behaviors and I specialize in baby behavioral therapy, but I'm a technician because I don't have my license, but it's really about when they get here, molding their minds to communicate and express how they feel, and teaching them that they are their own individual person and they can grow that way.
And this exists for a young child that young? So what's one way you teach them to communicate?
I do sign language. That is definitely something that I encourage. Really just like the basic ones, like hi, bye, you, eat, water, potty. I just achieved potty training a child. It took about 2.5 months, but I only had him about 3 days every other week. So that's not bad,
She was happy about that. Mama was happy about that.
Yes.
So, what services do you provide?
So just like your basic loving on your child, caring for them. Then I have if you need help with the house. So laundry, cooking, dishes, cleaning. Maybe you need something to organize. I may not be the most organized person myself, but I can organize somebody else's life real good. I don't know what it is, but it's I'm real good at that. So that's just some other things that I provide on the side. I also do dog care. So if my family's ever have a dog and they go out of state, to know who's caring after the dog.
Okay. What about your hours? Do you have any preferred hours or hours you don't use?
No, I'm kind of like a 24. I'm kind of like a 24/7 babysitter. It really just I'll work out the hours, and if they're reasonable for what you're looking for, then I'm willing to work with them.
So, Delia's Touch LLC. Delia's Touch is a child care service that Delia McBride runs. I can testify that she is very good at what she does. Um, she literally loves on your babies. I'm not seeing anybody get drawn, you know what I'm saying, to you. The picture sideways?
It's sideways because the front's not.
Yeah, well, y'all know it's okay. Here. If I do it this way, we gonna have to practically sit on top of each other. Hold on, let me see. Is that better? Is that better? Is that better, y'all? Is that better? Is that better? Okay, so we just have to squeeze in. And talk about it. Yeah. So, Miss Joy, thank you. So tell me, what do you plan to do with this child care service that you provide? Do you always want to go from home to home, or do you have additional plans for Delia's Touch?
Currently,
always want to go from home to home, or do you have additional plans for Delia's Touch?
Currently, right now, I'm still going home to home because I do want to build more experience. And I have a couple things that I want to try out with a couple new clients and new babies. And, if those are certifiably successful, then that is something that I will implement in the daycare that I want to start that will have counseling on the side for kids and parents.
Oh, what was that? Can you clarify for that? What did you say you wanted?
So, of course, later on down the line, I want to open a daycare, but as communication is a big thing for me, having counseling on the side for kids and parents to be able to communicate with each other and get the communication in return, I think is something very healthy for a family, especially a budding family, because I do take those babies. And, yeah.
Okay. Y'all hear that? So she's 20 years old, and she hopes to have the. You gotta move in. You gotta move in a little bit. She hopes to have daycare. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of her, y'all. So I just want to say that when y'all's kids is in school and they having trouble in school, okay, when I tell you this one right here had trouble since she was in kindergarten, talking about she too slow. Okay, my baby's an entrepreneur. She was outside the box. So I want to tell y'all from the mother, okay, that did absolutely everything. I had that baby taking college courses when she was 4. Okay, I had her baby. She was tutored down. We did education books. I was promised. I had her tested 3 times because I knew she was slow. She was slow, and they wasn't telling me. There was a delay there, and they always just said, "Well, she just like to take her time," and that's what I mean. When I say take your time, this chick right here, there is never an urgency. But now what I realize is that her character, okay, like naturally who she is part of her path. You know what I'm saying? That strength is part of her path because as a child care provider, baby, you need Job's patience. Okay, you need Job's patience. And when I say this one got it right here, when she was little, I gotta tell this story. And always positive, okay? When she was little, she's like, you know how remember like in kindergarten they do those multiplication tests and it be time.
I'm so bad at math, guys.
Oh
Like, I'm
God.
horrible at
Oh Lord. So it be 50 questions. All right. And she come on, ooh, mommy, look, I got 10. I got 10. I'm like, oh shoot. Let me
I'm really bad at that.
But Delia, there's 50. There's 50. So 10's still an F, honey. We know, but at least I got 10. I mean, and has always been like that. Mama, I don't know why it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, mama. No, Delia is not. Like, that's this chick. But all the while, you know what I'm saying? I had to nurture her into who she was gonna be. So by the time she was 8, that was when I knew that she wasn't gonna she couldn't get a regular job. That's when I knew she couldn't get a regular job because she was gonna be too slow. She was gonna be late. She was gonna have to do the work. Okay? Because the way you wanted to do it, that's just not the best way to do it. You got way too many steps in the way you want to do it. So I'm gonna do it this way. Okay? So when she was 8, that was when I had to nurture her strengths. And so I told her, Delia, what did I tell you?
I don't know.
I said, Delia, honey, you're going to have to start your own business. You're going to have to start your own business because you're going to get fired. Because you're going to get fired. If you go out here and try to work at Taco Bell, you're going to get fired. So I need you now to start thinking about what you going to do, sis. Because whatever real job you go to, let me tell you, you are not going to be able to make it. It ain't going to work. So I'm so proud of her. Once we got her through high school, she was just slow. I let her grow up and take her time just slowly. But but she's amazing though. She's amazing. She's amazing. She's amazing. And how old did you say you were?
When what?
Yeah. Well,
When what?
How old did you say you were?
When what?
Now, honey.
Oh, I'm 20.
Lord. Oh, okay. So she's 20 years old. How do they reach you?
Well, I have a website, and we can actually put that in the comments.
Okay. Put that in the comments.
I'll put my website in the comments, and it will have my email and phone number at the bottom, I believe. Or you can send a message, and I will get it.
Delia's Touch. Yes.
See ya.
There we go. So y'all encourage y'all babies to function in their gifts. If they walking around there bossy as heck, okay, they might have that management character. They might have that management personality. Help them hone into that. Push them into the thing that they come off strong with. Because whatever we do, we have to encourage our children. In this day and age, the one thing that our children really don't see enough is the positivity of love and encouragement. Our society is so negative, and they are exposed to so many negative outside influences. Come across stuff at school, coming across stuff on TV, coming across stuff on the internet, the way other, people just be, they just get exposed to so much. So, it's natural to, discipline your children, but y'all, I just ask for a little bit of grace and mercy for these teenagers because they've been through some things. They've been through some things, here in 2023. They done been through COVID. They done been through staying home. Like when we were little, I wish you would have told us that we are gonna have to stay in the house for practically a year. We would have been swinging off the chandeliers. I mean, I think they've done an incredible job trying to continue to flourish. And, we have come out strong as well. There have been, um, businesses created. There have been, um, families have been created. Because, boy, these COVID babies is different. They set up different. They seem to be a little bit stronger, a little more intelligent. I don't know what's going on. You got 6-month-old babies walking and trying to talk and stuff. That newborns holding their head up. We were slow. We didn't do that back in the day. We took us as long as we could to raise our head. These babies is up and going. Miss Joy, thank you so much for your support. I so appreciate you.
Thank you.
But we gotta encourage our children in their strengths, and I'm gonna tell you that there will be a time, and if your children, if none of them experience this, that's wonderful and amazing. But most parents experience, a time when their children just kind of go off the rails, right? We have to allow them to kind of go through that process. We got to place up where. Why are you smiling? Why are you smiling?
I was listening to you speak.
But did you have something that you wanted to say, ma'am?
I didn't have anything. I didn't even part my lips.
Because, honey, she took me through it. But, I learned patience. And I learned grace. And I learned that I had to love her and her character. It wasn't about school and how well she was doing in school because, it was truly temporary. School is temporary, y'all. And how many straight A students get out here and bomb life? You know what I'm saying? So, I had to be appreciative about the person she was, the person she was becoming, the person that, she was growing to be. And that's what I encouraged. That's what I found our joy in, because I'd be so mad so often, it was really affecting our relationship. And so, how would you say our relationship is now?
I say it's pretty good. We can, sit and have a conversation, spend time together. Love her dearly.
And I promise she ain't say that just because I'm sitting here and I'm a mama. You know what I'm saying? We have a great relationship, and for the most part, we can talk about anything, but she had to grow up. She had to develop that other side of her brain that helps these kids do critical thinking. They are unable to do that when they're, young and they're teenagers. Their brains are truly still developing, and their hormones make them not think rationally. They're too emotional. And they can't help it. And they really think they in control, but they're not. So, us as adults, and we know that it's a process. We have to remember that it's not about us. That as angry as we get, you know what I'm saying? Why are we really angry? Because they're not doing what we told them to do? Because we're not able to control their behavior like we really want to? That, a lot of times, let me dismiss my guest. Honey, you don't have to stay if you don't want to. I know you shy.
I mean, I'm not even on camera, so I'm just really here for the moral support.
Oh, okay. My baby is shy, though. But, we blame ourselves. We get to the place where, you're not doing what you're supposed to be, that there must be something wrong with me. There must be something that I'm doing wrong, or what is it? What is the problem? Well, it's them. It ain't got nothing to do with you. A lot of times it don't have nothing to do with you. So what I want you to do is, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to learn to just hug them even when you're mad. Hug on them when they over there acting a whole fool. Just hug them. Just hug them and just hold them. Show, if you can't verbalize your love, express it in another way. Because I promise they make you feel like you're bipolar, like you really want. You're like, oh, that's my baby, I love her, baby. And the next 15 minutes they get slicked in my, then you be like, I'm gonna take you out. You like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? They take you from extremes. But we have to learn how to, as the adults in the situation, we have to learn how to manage our anger against people who don't even have fully formed brains. Why would we allow ourselves to get that angry at, we can't do that with babies. We know they're not up there. I mean, but we expect different, right? Is those expectations that we think that you absolutely should know absolutely everything that I'm saying, and what I'm telling you to do, you need to do it. But they are forgetful, hormones, forgetful. You think, now I know you remember, Dave. They very well may not. They very well may not, because I know that when I was going through my perimenopausal stage, when I tell you, look at this face. When I went through my perimenopausal phase, can you show them one more time what that face looked like?
All I said was blue.
No, I was a nightmare.
It was a hard
I
time.
was a nightmare for me and them. Okay? And I didn't even know why. I wanted to lock myself in the closet. Because I said, there's something, why am I so angry? Somebody breathing loud. Why are you breathing so loud?
Yeah, it was a problem.
Why are you breathing so loud? Can you go over there and do that? Don't. I mean, it was bad. And I'm like, ooh, why am I so aggravated? I don't understand why I'm so aggravated. And, I didn't realize, what it was. I had to, kind of look into it. Like, why do I want to suffocate my husband at the time in his sleep? Why do did I just get my supervisor right real quick? And my friend over there like, I didn't mean to. I had to go back and apologize. Because, baby, I snapped quicker than a firecracker. It was terrible. But then I had a hysterectomy, right? And so I told them people, before I had my hysterectomy, I told my doctor, I said, am I going to have those, fluctuations? I know you're going to take my uterus, all right? But are you going to leave those ovaries? If you remove my uterus, does that mean that I'll stop having like these PMS types of symptoms? And he said, you will still continue to have those symptoms. So I said, go ahead, take them hormones, take them cousins with you when you take all that. So he did. He took everything out, and I promise you, when I say that it was almost like I felt like it had took me back to 21. You know what I'm saying? Because he gave me a patch, right? Since I didn't have my ovaries and I didn't have my uterus, there was no, risk of cervical cancer or uterine cancer, because we removed those. So basically now, we're kind of just replacing a natural level of estrogen in my body, right? Because I know people are really concerned about hormone replacement. But when you don't have nothing in there, you know what I'm saying? For most, hormone replacement patches and pills are safe, right? You got to talk to your doctor. But so, because I told him, I said, I don't want to have them hormone fluctuations. And then I said, okay, well, if you're going to remove my uterus, am I gonna have experience, vaginal dryness? And he was like, yes, but the estrogen will help with that. I said, well, shoot, take them off. Take everybody, scoop everybody out, and just go ahead and set them to the side. And I was okay with that. So okay that when I'm going down the hallway, they have started the sedation. They gave me some, y'all know what I'm talking about, the one that give you amnesia. Baby, Versed. They gave me a little Versed. I was singing down the hallway, going to get my hair stretched, talking about woohoo, excited. But the relief I felt afterwards was insane. I did not expect to be. Ooh, I've been like a rainbow ever since. That was the best antidepressant I could have ever gave myself. Did nobody tell me that removing that little raggedy uterus and them old ovaries, you know what I'm saying, and just getting a patch was gonna renew my love for living. I mean, it was amazing. Just that's what it felt like though. Like I had a giant antidepressant pill when they took that thing out. So I say all of that. Okay, I know I took a left, but I'm back. I'm back to center. Say all that hormones can make you forget yourself. So we just have to have grace. We have to have grace for each other as women, and we have to give these babies some grace too. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Anybody got any questions for me? I'm so glad y'all here. I know lately I've been. We can talk about, relationship stuff. Matter of fact, I had a client who, kind of recently found out that her older boyfriend was kind of manipulating her. We kind of pointed it out. This is what he said. This is what he's doing. Then once he got mad, then he basically acknowledged and confirmed everything that we had looked at. And she said, Mom, I'm going to stay anyway. Because that's what she called me. I'm going to stay anyway. And I said, well, baby, you have to love yourself enough to save yourself. If you don't love yourself enough to fight the instinct of being hurt, there's nothing that I can do. I don't know how to support you with that. That's therapy territory. That's, that requires some behavioral help. That's going to require some counseling, right? Because I'm a life coach. And so, I'm working with her and trying to find, a therapist, which she's actually looking for a therapist of color. She wants a Black female. And so, in trying to help her find those, she is on insurance with, the state. So it's hard to find a therapist. And it's extremely hard to find a Black therapist. And her insurance told her she could not request a Black therapist because that was considered discrimination. Now, what you think about that? What y'all know about that? I ain't never heard of such a thing as that. I thought that was pretty ridiculous myself. But I ain't say nothing. I said, well, we gonna get you some help. So, there's a lot of young girls, there's a lot of women out here that, they feel like it's normal to be agreeable, even if it's not in their best interest. And we have to teach our ladies that you don't have to be agreeable to something that is harmful to you, regardless of what anybody else says. You can't be agreeable. We have to stop that because we're women, because, that I don't want to hear none of the excuses. Because what it's doing is it's really harming us. It's harming our, our mental health, and it's harming, how we move forward, because if you just continue to pour yourself into, someone in hopes to try to be their wife or be their girlfriend, you over there cleaning his house and doing his laundry, you over there playing wifey because you hoping to be wifey, baby. When he decides no, it will be devastating. You will blame yourself. You will think it's because of you. And it's not because of you. So, we have to be able to say, you know what? This is not healthy for me and I got to go. I can't wait for you to be the individual that I believe that you could be in my mind. We can't do that no more. And we have to start that and break that generational curse. Because well, I can say I'm not my grandma, but I actually am exactly my grandma. Okay, I have a friend that teases all the time that I'm from the Slapperhole tribe because my grandmother didn't play that. I was not that one who was told to accommodate men. She was not. She didn't. Matter of fact, she told me don't get married. Who grandma told y'all not to get married? She was like, don't get married. I said, well, what if I want kids? She was like, you don't want no kids. She was like, get married, have kids, and get a divorce. I said, grandma, the church said that we can't get divorced. She was like, I'm just saying don't get married. But I got married. I got married anyway. I got married at 26. And, I had a great life. I did a lot of travel. I had my amazing baby. I won, on The Price is Right. I won baby furniture on The Price is Right 10 days before I found out I was pregnant with this one. So, we know she supposed to be here. We know she got a covering. I'm just trying to tell you that your baby gonna be safe. Your baby is well taken care of because this one right here is blessed. When she was 3, she drunk almost a half a bottle of blessed oil too. So that's how I know too that she's special over here. She's special. You know what I'm saying? I had a great life. But he never disrespected me because we didn't do that. He was never mean to me. He never, drank up the money. He never, smoked up the money. He never partied. He was always at the house. You know what I'm saying? He was always at home, but that was the thing. He was comfortable being at home it was like he was happy with his life, but he didn't really want to be active in the family part of his life, right? And I don't think it was intentional. I just think that he was, his emotional development was stunted a little bit. That wasn't fully developed. So, with me being as emotional as I am, and then having a spouse that's unable to connect with that piece of me, after 21 years, when my father died, it just kind of came to like a full head. And I was like, okay, we done. We don't have to do this. 90 days, boom, I was out. So I want y'all to know, don't stay in a relationship just because it's been 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. It's never too late. It's never too late. I didn't sleep for 21 years. I sleep good as hell now. I'm just trying to tell you, it's never too late. There is joy on the other side. You can get to the other side. I promise I walk around with a rainbow around my head every day because I am so joyful. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. And look. I mean, there's been so many amazing things that have come to my life since my divorce, because sometimes that spouse might be hindering your blessings. I felt that. Somebody's spouse may be hindering your blessing because, spousal jealousy is real. And I'm not saying male or female. I'm saying either or. I'm talking about people in general. So we always have to make sure that there's a balance in taking care of everybody else, but we also have to make sure that we take care of ourselves. Because I always say we cannot pour from an empty cup. We have to make sure that we take care of all pieces of us so that we can effectively care for others. You have things in place to, protect you from that negative energy, because you can't watch the news, you can't hardly watch TV, you can't read the newspaper for seeing everything that's going around, and y'all see it. And if you're super sensitive, it's draining. It's draining. And so when we walking around here in the community, we're almost tense. We, constantly got our head on the swivel, because we know folk out here snatching folk. Folk out here robbing. We got, people just, not in their right minds. They struggling in life. They, trying to avoid it. There's so much going on, and we have to protect ourselves. At some point, we have to just relax. What they used to say, remember, relax, relate, and release. We got to. So listen, my phone about to die. Okay, I just want y'all to meet my daughter, and know that you have amazing child care available. If you are located in Orange County, California. And we're going to get out here and live these beautiful lives. Okay? All right. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. She said bye.
Bye, guys.